Hello, and welcome to another episode of Crossword Radio. This is your enigmatic host, The Brain, and today is Sunday, January 15th, 2023. We're doing the New Yorker cryptic like we do every Sunday, and this week's is by Paolo Pasco, a setter they use a lot, great setter. Our little preview clue here is vets could do parrots alternatively. This is an alternate letters clue by the word alternatively. That's pretty obvious. The phrase could do parrots, if you take the alternate letters starting with the O in could, you get old pro, which is a vet. Or old pros, rather, which are vets. Alrighty, without further ado, let's boogie. Okay. Killer whale chasing last bit of chum in Mediterranean Sea site. Interesting. Killer whale's an orca. Last bit of chum is M. In a Mediterranean Sea site. Chasing last bit. Chasing could be... Is this Majorca? Okay. That's an island in the Mediterranean Sea, is it not? Let's put a chum. Huh. Killer whale. Chasing last bit of chum. Minorca. Minorca? M-in, not Majorca. Oh, is there a Majorca and a Minorca? Like major and minor? Okay, like a large and a small island. I don't think I knew that. Okay, I'm guessing the answer is Minorca out of the parse. Off the top of my head, I don't know that that's a thing. But let's assume that it is for now and see if we can work those crosses. Get anything useful. Okay. Rising star Idris is competent. Yeah. Idris Elba is a actor. He's certainly not a rising star. He is a very well-established actor. Absolutely incredible in The Wire. Anyway, Idris Elba reversed rising in this case because it's a down clue, and competent is able. Certain Central Americans' on-screen partner, Kane, in disarray. Interesting. Kane in disarray sounds like an anagram of Kane in. So on-screen partner is your co-star, so a Costa Rican. Yeah. So on-screen partner is co-star. And then Kane in disarray means anagram Kane. And you get a Costa Rican, which is a certain Central American. Cockatrice's tail eaten by gross, twisted fantasy creature. Okay. Twisted. And we're gonna I think we're gonna get a fantasy creature as the def. Cockatrice's tail is an E. And put E inside of a reversal of a word that means gross. Not sure what we're going to get yet. So maybe try some of these crosses. Mass representation of a world without end. Glob. A glob is a mass, like a mass of stuff. And representation of the world is a globe. Without end, so you take the last letter off of globe and you get glob. This looks like ogre, but obviously it's not long enough. Ogress could be a fantasy creature. Gross. Twisted. Okay, it's just an anagram of gross. So E inside an anagram of gross. Okay, twisted was not a reversal indicator, but an anagram indicator. It could work for both. Either of those is valid. Imagine it. Catching anti-narcotics organization with ecstasy. All right. Sounds like something that you imagine. what's an anti-narcotics organization? Is the DEA, right? Drug Enforcement Agency. Is there another one? Imagine it. Create. I'm not sure yet. Let's we only have one more crossing to get, so maybe let's see if we can get that. Dispensary purchase coated with acid taken the wrong way. Dispensary purchase is what? CBD? Or what? Just like weed? Coated with acid. Acid is LSD? I don't know. Let's go for some short ones here. Little bit of wordplay, yes. Little bit of wordplay, yes. Question mark, so it means there's something non-standard going on. Yes can sometimes just be why. Puny, yes. Bit of wordplay is a pun. Yes is why, and little is puny. Taken the wrong way. Is that the definition? Could be taken the wrong way, could be a reversal. Dispensary purchase. Well, I don't buy anything from dispensaries, so if it's not CBD, I don't really know what it is. A gummy, maybe? Gummy? Let's come back to that one. Sci-fi concept. Neutron core absorbed by metabolizing organ in inspiring figure. Okay, we're going to get a sci-fi concept out of all this. Neutron core is T, is absorbed by a metabolizing organ like your stomach. And all of that is in, so this, we call this a turducken. It's one letter or word chunk hidden in or put inside another word or chunk put inside another word or chunk. So it sounds like T inside metabolizing organ inside inspiring figure. I don't know. Come back to me with that one. Oh, here's our preview clue. Old prose. Huh. Okay, I think this is ideate. Imagine it. To ideate is to create an idea. So imagine it. Or just imagine is imagine. Okay, it. There we go. It is just straight IT, catching anti-narcotics organization. So you put DEA inside IT. And then with ecstasy, ecstasy can be abbreviated to E. So you put the E at the end and you get ideate. I don't know. I think I vaguely heard of the word indica is related to something to do with marijuana, maybe? Is that like a strand of marijuana? A species or whatever? Coated with acid. Okay, there's a reversal with. Okay, interesting. Yeah, coated with is in. So if you're coated with paint, I guess you are in paint. And then acid is reversed. Okay, there we go. A Spanish chicken god. There we go. Apollo is god, Greek god. A is just A, and a Spanish chicken is pollo. Chicken in Spanish is pollo. Bloodsuckers primarily live in coffins. Eerie. Yeah. So this is an initial letters clue. Live in coffins, eerie. So the primary letters of all of those gives us lice, which are bloodsuckers. Circuitous path in Puerto Vallarta. So this is an oval. This is a hidden clue. in is just our hidden indicator, and in the phrase Puerto Vallarta, we have an oval. Multiverse could be a sci-fi concept. Okay. Neutron core T, absorbed by a metabolizing organ is your liver. T in liver, and an inspiring figure is a muse. So yes, this is a turducken. T in liver in muse. Pass by asleep criminal. This is elapse. Criminal is an anagram indicator. Maybe one of the more unusual ones for me, the one that makes the least sense. But anyway, it is a classic cryptic anagram indicator. So an anagram of asleep is elapse. Alrighty, let's move on. Political office from Seattle, abandoning everything right of center. Yeah. Interesting clue here. So a seat is a political office. You take the word Seattle. Abandoning everything right of center means you take the center letter of the word Seattle is T. And everything to the right of that, this TLE, we abandon it. We get rid of it. So you get rid of TLE. That's a good unique construction of a cryptic clue there. Nice. Cruise from U.S. going around Rhode Island. So Rhode Island is RI. U.S. Surrey. U.S. going around. Could be reversal of U.S. and then Rhode Island. Surrey? Is that cruise for some reason? I don't recognize that as being cruise. So, is there a person named Surrey Cruz? Maybe there is. I don't know. Let's see if we can confirm that. East Peru unconventionally claiming last of Cuzco's land. Is this Europe? Yes. East is E. Peru unconventionally is an anagram of Peru. And claiming means put inside of that last of Cuzco, which is O. And a land is Europe. To the audience, parasite is gonna delight. Interesting. Tick. Okay, so parasite is. So a tick will, which can be sort of abbreviated to tickle. And if it's something that's going to delight you, it's going to tickle you. So it's the homophone of like tick, will, tickle, tick, tickle. CD storage unit holds backing tracks featuring hip-hop and electric guitar, say. So tracks featuring hip-hop and electric guitar, say, is the definition. That is rap rock. CD storage unit is a rack holding backing tracks. Holding backing is a pro. CD storage unit rack. Oh, right, backing. If you back an idea, if you are for an idea, you are pro that idea. You can be pro abortion, pro choice, things like that. Live by hideout somewhere in LA. So, I'm guessing, this is Bel Air, of course. Yes, your auntie and your uncle in Bel Air. Live is B, hideout is lair, and somewhere in LA is Bel Air. Invert clothing for swagger. Interesting. Brag is swagger, clothing is garb, invert is a reversal indicator, and there you go. Poses and sits in the sun topless. Nice. Good surface here. I like that surface. Poses is asks. You can pose a question, ask a question. Sits in the sun is basks, and topless means take the first letter off of it. Getting to the end here. Ring with pale cut gem. Yeah. Ring is O, because O looks like a ring. Pale is just pale, and cut means remove the last letter. So O, pale, without the last letter, and you get an opal, which is indeed a gem. And finally, we have take revenge from swimming event EG. So, this is an anagram of event EG. Swimming is our anagram indicator. And the definition is take revenge, which is get even. There we go. Let's briefly go over those clues, and yeah, let's look that up. So I've heard of Majorca. I don't think I'd heard of Minorca, but it must be a thing. Oh, Menorca or Minorca. Okay. One of the Balearic Islands. Balearic? I don't know how to say this word. Balearic? That's what I'm going with. Okay, so yes, Minorca, which is a Mediterranean Sea site. So killer whales and orca, chasing means coming after. Last bit of chum, M, and in is just in. Puny is little, a bit of wordplay is a pun, and yes is why. A glob is a mass. Representation of the world as a globe without end means take the last letter off of globe. Old pros are vets. It's alternate letters in the phrase could do parrots. To ideate is to imagine. It is IT, is just straight it put inside of that DEA, and then at the end you put E for ecstasy. Lice are bloodsuckers. This is the initial letters of live in coffins eerie. A seat is a political office. From Seattle, abandoning everything to the right of center means abandon all the letters to the right of the central letter of the word Seattle. Oval is a circuitous path, and that is hidden in the phrase Porto Vallarta. Sorry Cruise must be a person, and that is U.S. going around means reverse U.S., and then Rhode Island is R.I. Bel Air is somewhere in L.A. Live is B, and a hideout is a lair. Rap rock are tracks featuring hip-hop and electric guitar, say. A CDU storage unit is a rack, and you put the word pro, as in you're for something, inside of that. Asks is poses. Sits in the sun is basks. Topless means take off the first letter. Opal is a gem. Ring is O, because O looks like a ring, and pale cut means pale, but take the last letter off. Get even is take revenge. That is an anagram of event EG, and swimming is our anagram indicator. Apollo is a god, and A is A. Spanish chicken is pollo. Multiverse is a sci-fi concept, and this is what we call a turducken. T is a neutron core inside liver, which is a metabolizing organ, and all of that is inside muse, which is an inspiring figure. Indica is a dispensary purchase. In coated with is in, and acid taken the wrong way means reverse the word acid. An ogress is a fantasy creature. Cockatrice's tail is E, and that's inside of an anagram of gross. And twisted is our anagram indicator in this case. Costa Rican is a certain Central American. An on-screen partner is a co-star. And then Cain in disarray means anagram Cain. Able is competent, and that is a reversal of Elba, who is Idris. Elapse is pass, and is an anagram of the word asleep. Criminal is our anagram indicator. Europe is a land. East is E. Peru unconventionally means anagram Peru, and then put O inside of that, which is the last of Cuzco. Tickle is delight, and to the audience, parasite is gonna, is tick will or tickle. Gonna instead of going to is sort of our clue to make it a bit more informal. Brag is swagger, and clothing is garb, and you reverse clothing. There we go. And that'll do it for the brain. Until next time, stay safe out there. Bye.